Hello, collective. This is Adani here with a quick message for the day on what do we need to know right now. Okay? Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. If you're new to my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay? So let's find out. Let's get some angel messages. What do we need to know right now? What is our most important information to know right now? I call on my guides. I call on my ancestors. I call on Archangel Michael. I call on all my spirit guides of the highest frequency to bring the most clear, accurate messages for the collective. As you do so, surround me with protection. Keep all negative forces and energies out. Filter only love and high vibrations in for my highest good and the highest good of all. Okay. What do we need to know right now, Spirit? What do we need to know right now? So we have entrepreneur. This is the first card that came out. It says self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So this is given. I feel I'm speaking to someone or a group of people that are really tired of, you know, the regular 9 to 5, going to work for others, and you're just ready to, you know, step in the direction of being your own boss. I feel like there's something that is creative that you can actually do that can bring you, you know, money. Okay? You might feel like there's obstacles in the way or blockages that you're not ready right now. Maybe you feel you don't have enough money. Maybe you feel that the time is not right. You're scared that you will have to leave your job and possible your bills, family members, you know, your responsibilities are there. You don't want to put them at risk. But Spirit wants you to know to go ahead and start where you are. You can just start small by lighting that torch, okay? You don't necessarily have to quit your regular job in the beginning phase. You can actually do this, you know, on your downtime when you're not working. Just start taking the small steps towards it, okay? So I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's about to embark on that journey. And when you do start, I believe help is going to show up. You see, there's people in the background there that you don't see yet. Some of those people could be non-human beings like spirit. All spirit needs you to do is just make that first step, and then they're going to, you know, finish everything up for you. They just need you to take action, okay? So that's the first card we have. We have an entrepreneur. So you could actually be dealing with someone who's an entrepreneur. Spirit wants you to know that perfect timing. So the timing is right for this venture. It says now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. So right now is perfect timing, and it's possible some of I could be speaking to somebody that's into music. Maybe you make music, you could play an instrument, you could sing, but there's someone that's, you know, you could have a career in as a musician in some form of it. Maybe you write music. I'm also getting that when you're listening to music, that's when your creative juices start flowing. Okay, so try to listen to high vibrational music. You'll get more ideas, okay? Maybe whatever that you want to do, you know, in a creative way has something to do with being of service to others, you know, helping others. Maybe it's something that you're going to do that can be of service to others. It is your life purpose. Life purpose. It says the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. So there's something that, you know, you do, you know, that is your action, is that's going to be your life purpose. Okay, it could involve children, it could involve music, just whatever that makes your heart sing. Okay, Spirit also wants you to use the law of attraction. It says each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. So you want to be careful with your thoughts right now. You know, you might need to visualize, you know, the outcome, you know, what you're trying to manifest. What does that business look like? How do you feel? Just just see yourself at the end result. Okay, try to visualize. Make sure that you're activating all five senses when you do that. You know, what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? You know, all of that good stuff has to be involved for the manifestation, and try to hold that, you know, vision for at least 10 minutes. Okay, you can do that right when you're waking up in the morning, first thing before you speak to anybody. While you're laying in bed, you're still in that in between phase of sleep and waking. You can also do that right before you go to bed, right when you're dozing off. Go ahead and focus and visualize on your, you know, your manifestation, whatever you're trying to bring into fruition. You have time to go. So there's someone that has to leave. Maybe this could be a job that you're leaving. This could be a relationship that you're leaving. This could be where you live, but it says time to go. Okay? The sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. So I find it very interesting that this is the torch. You know, they're lighting the torch here with the entrepreneur card, and this is the same torch, and they've taken off. So maybe it's time to go because you're about to take off. Something you're embarking on is about to take off. Maybe there's been a period of like delays. You know, there were obstacles, but those obstacles are now behind you, and the roads are now open for you to, you know, embark on this new venture. We have family here. Okay, so family could be, you know, significant in this message today. So it says this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal in your mind and heart. Surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calm and blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So there's something going on with the family. Okay, I don't know if you are moving away from family. Okay, so maybe that another reason why you've been stalling is because you're worried about your family's upkeep, how you're gonna take care of them. But Spirit wants you to know that once you call on them and ask them for help, they're definitely gonna make sure that everything you need is provided for you. Everything. You're not gonna lack anything. Doors are definitely open. We have shower of abundance. So money is now flowing into your life. You know, you're going to notice that your finances are increasing. I could be speaking to some people who might have gotten a hold of a small windfall of money, maybe a pay increase. There's a loved one that is being more supportive for you now. The help is here, okay? Could be a family member that could actually help you with this business venture. So it says to heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you'll allow. So I feel like this is already happening. You're noticing that, you know, you're receiving blessings right now. You could have received a money gift from someone that cares about you. The doors are open for abundance to come into your life after a period of lack. Okay? Let's get some messages from the tarot. What else do we need to know right now, Spirit? What else do we need to know? So there's a decision that you have to make that you have been refusing to make, right? Trying not to see all the chaos and this drama that has been happening. Yeah, time to go with the Six of Swords. So you're now, you know, these are the same birds that have been trying to get your attention. They're now leading you away from all that drama. So you could be leaving a workplace. You could be leaving a relationship. You're definitely going to make that decision. You know, you've kind of, you know, closed your eyes to a lot of things that has been happening and tolerating things and just, you know, making sure that people don't interrupt your peace. There's chaos happening all around you, but you're refusing to see it. But I think you're at the place where, you know, it's time to go. You can't work with that situation anymore. So if that is a relationship, I see that you're walking away from that situation and you're embarking on this new journey. This is a risk that you're about to take. You're about to take a leap of faith. See, she's falling backwards. She's trusting the process. She's trusting that, you know, wherever she lands, the universe, so this geometry design here represents the universe and all of its multifacets is going to definitely catch her. So she's safe. She's trusting and believing. She has her crystal in her hand, so she has clarity. She's trusting in her intuition, and she also has her staff. So that's her. She's standing in her power, and she's gonna just fall back from this cliff because she knows wherever she lands is gonna be safe. Okay, this is also given like the Emperor card, maybe something about Aries. Could be talking to someone with Aries in their chart or who is an Aries, okay, person. So that's also significant. So I see you embarking on the new journey, free falling, just throwing yourself into this new project, okay? For some of you people, you're throwing yourself into a new relationship. Something's definitely going to happen in Gemini season. Spirit wants you to know that there could be a Gemini coming into your energy. This person is someone that is very wise. They don't necessarily have to be a Gemini, but this could also represent, you know, the energy that we're in now. We are in Gemini season. So you could be meeting a soulmate or dealing with a soulmate right now. This is somebody that is, you know, very like wise, wisdom. You see the owl. Before they make decisions, they take their time and they think about everything logically. Okay, this is someone that thinks before they speak. So when they do speak, you know, they meant every word. This is someone that is also very like, I don't want to say they're spiritual. They could have the knowledge of like the universe and different types of religious practices. They're very, very knowledgeable. They've taken their time to study and see what works for them and what doesn't work for them. This person is very much in touch with their higher self. Their spirit guides communicate with them and they trust the messages they receive. So This person is coming in your energy if they're not already in your energy, and you will have to make a major choice, a major decision this fall. I mean, not, why did I say fall? So maybe something about fall, but what I was getting was Gemini season for sure. Okay, we're dealing with the element of air. So communication is this person's love language. This person wants to come in. They've been thinking about you a lot. I mean, they think about you, fantasize about you, you know, in ways where, you know, they haven't really brought it into the physical yet. It's almost like a love that they have for you in their heart, in their mind, you know, flying pigs. So they fantasize, you know, about, you know, what is she doing? Just imagining, you know, like if you're at home, they're imagining what your routine is. What are you doing right now? They can literally just see it in their mind's eye. So this is someone that is definitely thinking about you. Okay. Strong crushing yet, but they haven't really made any moves. Okay. But I do feel like, you know, they will very soon. There's success for you here. There's victory. I'm also speaking to someone. What you need to know right now is whatever legal case that you're in, this is for somebody, might not be for everybody, but it just came through. Whatever legal case that you have or you've been dealing with, you're going to have victory, okay? We got the Justice card with the Six of Wands, okay? So there's definitely justice in your favor, okay? Things have been hidden under the surface that are now going to be revealed. Maybe the evidence or whatever that, you know, is now going to be revealed, and you're going to be given, you know, a payout or a good judgment, or just know that it all is going to work out for you, okay? There's a new beginning, fresh new energy with this Gemini season that we're entering. It's almost like this energy of Mercury. Mercury is opening the roads. Things that have been slow, things that have been stagnant are now moving. We're getting movement now. We're getting movement. I mean, you can even feel much lighter. The energy is lighter. As I'm saying lighter, we got the Page of Wands. You feel light on your feet. I mean, fiery, courageous. You want to just dance. You want to do things. That's all of that fire energy, that creative energy that's in you that you need to definitely, you know, start to put into something, okay? Start using it for something, you know, that's going to benefit your life, okay? I also feel that I'm speaking to someone that their psychic gifts and abilities are now being activated. You're going through a spiritual ascension with the Queen of Cups. So you might notice that you're getting more downloads, like when you're sleeping or when you're just doing mundane things, you know, maybe like when you're cleaning, you'll just get this idea or thought, or, you know, just for some of you guys, it could be clairvoyance where you have visions, okay? Those are your psychic gifts that are being activated. Spirit wants you to work more with water, okay? Maybe take more baths versus showers. You should also maybe possibly go by a beach. Those are areas where, you know, can really amplify your intuition. You know, Spirit wants you to completely trust in your gut. Trust your intuition. Don't doubt it for a minute, okay? What you're feeling is actually what it is. There's somebody that definitely wants to date you. Okay, it could be that King of Swords person that showed up in this reading. So I do see some of you all, you know, getting a love offer this June, this Gemini season, okay? There's someone that wants to take you out on a date. They want to do things for you. They want to provide for you. They just want to be your knight in shining armor. I feel like you've gone through a period of where you've been bored, you know, you've had offers, but none of them is really what you're, you know, interested in. You're tired of all the mess that you've gone through in your past relationships, but this person is from the divine. You see the rainbow colors. This person is someone that you know, that the Most High has brought into your energy, and you won't regret it. I feel like there's still some toxic energy lingering from the past person. The past person is definitely going to be trying to come back as well. This is also what you need to know. This person cannot get you out of their head. They want to come back. But this is the new love. Spirit wants you to focus on the new love. Ace of Cups. Okay? This is the new love. Focus on the new love, because the past person is still in the devil energy. They're still toxic. They haven't changed. They want to come in, and they want to come in really soon. Okay, I'm also speaking to a high priestess as well, someone that's highly intuitive, someone that has a spiritual calling. Okay, so maybe your calling is to start some type of spiritual business, maybe a spiritual store, maybe doing divination for people, being of service, helping people. Could be Reiki, healing. So I'm also speaking to someone like that. Spirit wants you to be able to balance both your spiritual practice as well as your mundane life. You have to be able to fit both in to your life. You can't just give to one side and let the other side lack. Okay, so you have to figure out what that is. You know what you're doing more of. Okay, we have the Hermit card, someone that's very enlightened. Very enlightened. So I feel like you're going through an ascension. Okay, with the High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, and the Hermit in one reading. I'm dealing with someone that is being highly elevated in ranking in the spiritual realm. You have been given some major downloads and gifts, okay? Because you're supposed to use this to, be of service. You could be a light worker, okay? And while you're doing this, your blessings are coming through with the Nine of Cups. Whatever you've been wishing for is definitely going to come to fruition. And one of those is financial stability, financial well-being, financial freedom. Spirit said, be of service, and everything else will be added onto you. So don't even worry about the money, because the money is going to come on its own. You don't even have to worry about that. When you're working in your life purpose and you're doing something that you're passionate about, the money, you're going to be taken care of. You're going to be taken care of. Spirit will take care of you. Don't even have to worry about, how that's going to happen. You need to be confident. I'm speaking to someone who is not really confident with, putting themselves out there. They're not very confident. They don't feel like they have what it takes. But Spirit says that you have everything you need, and they're there by your side along the way. Okay? So let's get some healing cards to wrap this up. What else do you want us to know right now, Spirit? I just got that you need to be more assertive, that somebody is dealing with your throat chakra being blocked, okay? Not really speaking your truth when you need to. Spirit wants you to use your throat chakra more often. Wear blue. Do more singing. Utilize your throat. Try to lie. Don't lie. Lie less. Try not to lie, because those things block the throat chakra, okay? Speak your truth no matter what. No matter how little. Okay, because you're trying to balance the throat chakra, okay? Effective communication, because I'm speaking to somebody who's supposed to be a speaker. Your life purpose has something to do with speaking to people. Motivational speaker. Some of you are counselors. You're going to need to use your voice, okay? What else do you want us to know? You could probably look into getting a sodalite crystal, okay? All right, so we had a couple of cards that fell. Let me get them here. Well, we got inner child. Inner child fell out of my hands. So you could be dealing with some inner child issues. You need to heal the inner child. Maybe there's some traumas from childhood that probably, you weren't allowed to really speak your truth, right? You were silenced a lot. So that has affected you as you became an adult. So you might need to heal some inner child wounds, okay? We also have pay attention to signs. So I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who gets synchronistic messages from spirits. You could probably find coins. You can see those number patterns, messages on signs, on vehicles. You know, these are all messages from your guides. They've been speaking to you. Trust your intuition. Spirit wants you to take your mask off. Take off the mask. You're hiding your true self. You're hiding your true self. Spirit wants you to, you know, step out. You're gonna have to really step out, and don't worry about if people are gonna accept you or not. Okay, because we're here in this lifetime, so we have to, you know, try our best to, you know, be who we're meant to be, so you don't come back and repeat a lot of these lessons, because you know there's karma. If you're, you know, here on a purpose to be of service to humanity, but you're hiding because you're worried about being rejected, or being punished, or being ridiculed, or being, you know, cast out by your family and friends. So you're refusing to be your authentic self. You're in hiding. So Spirit wants you to take off your mask. Some of you all could be a dancer and you're refusing to, you've hung up your shoes. Some of you all, you know, there's a creative way that you like to dance, you know, and you're worried about that people might not accept it. Hey, be your authentic self. Okay, don't worry about anybody rejecting you. Okay, I'm also seeing that somebody that you rejected, I'm speaking to somebody that's a past love, okay, is trying to come into your energy, and you've rejected them, or you will reject them. Okay, there's healing that still needs to take place. This could be that inner child healing that we talked about. Okay, what else do you want us to know, Spirit? What else do you want us to know? Entrapment. So yeah, there's somebody that's definitely feeling stuck. I'm speaking to someone who feels stuck. They feel like they're being watched. You know, you could be in a relationship where you feel stuck, where it's, you feel, you know, you're not with the person that you're meant to be with. You're just there, and Spirit wants you to take that mask off. Stop pretending like everything is okay. Pay attention to the signs. You could be dealing with someone that has already shown you the signs. They do watch you, okay? They watch your every move, you know, so you feel trapped, okay? You're probably in that relationship because you want to, because of family and tribe. Maybe in your family, you know, it's looked down upon if you're divorced, or it looks down upon if you do certain things. So you have to dance to the beat of the drums that your family does, the traditions, okay? You have to protect your family's pride, right? You have to protect their pride. So Spirit wants you to have self-love, okay? And stop selling yourself out. Stop selling yourself out. Living in sadness, okay? Living in sadness because you're trying to make yourself uncomfortable to make others comfortable. That's a message for somebody, okay? And the last one is discover your life purpose. Remember I told you that somebody, their life purpose involves music. So discover your life purpose. You're watching other people, you know, working their life purpose. See, she's there watching him play music. He's in his life purpose. Discover your life purpose. And it's really not hard to do. What is that thing that you enjoy doing that you can do for hours on end? You don't even care. You enjoy it. That's your life purpose, okay? It's not far from you, okay? So, collective, that is what we needed to know right now. This message is for anyone, whoever it resonates with, okay? If it doesn't resonate, book a personal reading so you can get one that is tailored just for you, okay? On that note, thanks for stopping by. Many blessings. Bye-bye.